Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we are diving into the latest courtroom battle in the Karen Read case. And let me tell you, it was a roller coaster. We've got the defense fighting tooth and nail over expert witnesses and evidence, the prosecution demanding sanctions, basically accusing the defense of playing dirty, and a major update in the federal investigation into this case that could change everything. With the retrial set to start in April, this hearing was a big deal. And if this is any preview of what's coming, y'all buckle up, because this retrial is about to be one of the most dramatic legal fights we've seen in a long time. Hey y'all, before we get started with this video, I have some questions for you. There are so many cases out there, ongoing trials, unsolved mysteries, missing persons cases, and older crimes that deserve more attention. And I want to know, what cases do you want to see me cover? Do you have a trial you've been following? A cold case that still haunts you? A missing persons case that needs more eyes on it? Maybe a true crime news story that hasn't gotten enough coverage? Let me know in the comments. I always try to bring y'all the best research and analysis, but I also love hearing what you are interested in. So drop your suggestions below and let's dig into these cases together. I can't wait to hear from y'all. And now, back to the video. So let's break it all down. What just happened in court, why it matters, and what it means for the future of this case. Let's get into it. All right, so let's start with the basics. What actually happened in court? This hearing was supposed to be about motions, but instead it turned into an all-out legal brawl between the prosecution and the defense. And honestly, the tension in that courtroom, you could cut it with a knife. One of the biggest issues, expert witnesses. The prosecution went after the defense, arguing that they failed to properly disclose information about payments made to expert witnesses from ARCCA, a forensic analysis firm. The defense had previously claimed they didn't pay these experts, but oops, turns out they actually did. The problem isn't that they paid them, experts get paid all the time, but how and when that payment was disclosed to the court. The judge, she was not happy about this lack of transparency. And honestly, I don't blame her. This case is already chaotic enough without playing games over discovery rules. Now, here's why this is a big deal. The defense is trying to paint itself as the honest, transparent side, calling out the prosecution for misconduct and pushing the whole Canton cover-up narrative. But now they're the ones caught misrepresenting information in court? Yikes. The prosecution is using this to argue for sanctions against the defense. Basically, they want consequences for these supposed discovery violations. And let's be real, this isn't just about expert payments. The prosecution wants to weaken the defense's credibility before the retrial even starts. If the judge agrees to sanctions, it could limit what the defense can present in the next trial, and that could be a huge blow to Karen Read's case. So, yeah, this isn't just legal red tape. This is a strategic battle before the real fight even begins. And if that wasn't even enough drama, we got a major update in the federal investigation into this case. For months, the defense has hinted at a possible federal probe into police misconduct, basically fueling the theory that the prosecution and law enforcement covered up what really happened to John O'Keefe. Well, guess what? It's officially over. The U.S. Attorney's Office confirmed that there is no longer a federal investigation into this case. No indictments, no charges, nothing. So what does this mean? It's a major blow to the defense's cover-up theory. They've been leaning hard on this idea that a federal investigation would prove their claims. But now, there's nothing. The prosecution can use this to argue that all these conspiracy theories were just smoke and mirrors. It could hurt public support for Karen Read. Let's be honest, her biggest supporters have been riding on the Canton cover-up train. Now that the feds are saying there's no case here, will that shake the public's confidence? The retrial could shift focus. Instead of, is this a police cover-up? The case might now go back to basics. Did Karen Read run over John O'Keefe or not? And if that happens, the prosecution might have the upper hand. But at the same time, just because the feds aren't filing charges doesn't mean a cover-up didn't happen. The defense can still argue that this was a sloppy police investigation filled with bias. They just have to work harder to convince the jury without the weight of a federal probe backing them up. All right, so what's next? March 18th, pretrial motions. This is where they'll argue what evidence can be used in the retrial. Expect fights over expert witnesses, forensic reports, and even jury instructions. Motion to dismiss. The defense still wants this case thrown out. They're arguing that retrying Karen Read would violate double jeopardy. But honestly, the courts have already shut this down once, so I don't see this going anywhere. April 1st, jury selection begins. And y'all, this is gonna be a nightmare. With so much media coverage and public opinion already divided, finding 12 unbiased jurors is going to be dang near impossible. So here's where we stand. The defense is scrambling after getting caught misrepresenting expert witness payments. The federal investigation is officially closed, making it harder to push the cover-up theory, and the retrial is moving full speed ahead with both sides prepping for war. Y'all, this case is going to get messier and nastier the closer we get to trial. And if this hearing was any indication, the courtroom fireworks are far from over. So now I want to hear from y'all. Does this new information change your opinion on this case? Will the end of the federal investigation hurt Karen Read's defense? And what do you think will happen in the retrial? Let me know in the comments, because this is far from over, and you better believe I'll be covering every single twist and turn. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications on, because the next few weeks, they're gonna be wild. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm very curious to hear your responses. Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to bringing you more in the near future. Keep a lookout for my next case. Thank you to my producer, Suzuki, for all her hard work gathering case info. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell.